Sportsbit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
The Wisconsin Badgers, -7.5, total 39.5 against the Michigan Wolverines. And look, this is Wisconsin laying 7.5 in a game despite the fact that A, they haven't played anybody all year, and B, the Badgers, over the last 5 seasons, when stepping up in class in the Big Ten, let's call it Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, Badgers 0-8 in those contests. So that means neither Paul Chryst as a coach or Alex Hornibrook as a quarterback have won a game this big before. Now look, Vegas tends to devalue teams when they haven't faced much competition. That works well when a team isn't as good as advertised. But it doesn't work when a team is really good and isn't respected yet just because they haven't been tested. This is a Badger team that's been -11 or higher in every game. All right, so they really haven't been tested. They played every bad team in the Big Ten except Rutgers. You're looking for a signature win? Well, I guess they had Iowa last week. Iowa, of course, 3-4 in conference and in the mother of all letdown spots. What other signature wins we got? Florida Atlantic, I guess? Well, that was right after Hurricane Irma, and FAU, all their practice and schedules were disrupted in that contest. And oh, by the way, if your toughest game is a Conference USA team, that's not good. So maybe Northwestern. I mean, that was a one-score game, and the Wildcats had the ball late in the fourth quarter. Badgers ended up winning by 9, but Wisconsin was in control for most of that contest. Talk about Hornibrook. Alex Hornibrook, who's had a pretty good year. You know, he's profiled as a game manager. 17 touchdowns, 12 interceptions this year, 26 touchdowns to 19 in his career. That's not a great ratio. Last year in Ann Arbor, 14-7 loss for the Badgers. Hornibrook 9 for 25 in that ballgame. 88 yards, only 88 yards with 3 INTs. And the bottom line, when we're talking about a quarterback who, as a freshman, really struggled on the road against an elite defense, Michigan's defense is still pretty good. It's not what it was last year. And this time, Hornibrook has a year's more experience under his belt, and he's playing in Madison. Now, the Badgers clinched the Big Ten West last week. They probably need to win out through the Big Ten title game to get to the college football playoffs. This is the type of contest that's supposed to raise their strength of schedule, which is pretty lousy. And, of course, we're talking about a team. There's talent there. The Frosh running back, Taylor, more than 1,500 rushing yards. Another true Frosh. Danny Davis led the team with 74 receiving yards last week. He's a tall guy. And we're talking about a guy, Badgers team, 23-3 straight up. 17-8-1 against the spread. Their last 26 ball games. A truly dominant defense, but all of that baked into this point spread. You're not getting an ATS bargain with Wisconsin, despite the fact that they haven't played anybody. The Wolverines quarterback, Brandon Peters, he wasn't inserted until after the Penn State loss. And that was the timing was perfect to bring him in. Because who does Michigan play the next 3 weeks? They have Rutgers, Minnesota, and at Maryland. Michigan won those 3 games going away, 103-34. Peters, 4 touchdowns, no INTs. He certainly had the right schedule to start to feel confident and comfortable at the QB, but this is absolutely going to be his toughest test on the highway in Madison. Whiskey defense coordinator Jim Leonard, quote, "Teams have not made Peters beat them. Not that he can't, but no one's been able to make him assume that role on the team." This is a fascinating game from when it comes to in-game wagering. I think the team that scores first, whether it's Michigan or Wisconsin, likely to have an edge. If the Wolverines can take the crowd out of the game, Peters can make a play early and get some confidence. They're live to win the game in straight-up fashion. However, I do not trust the Wolverines to come from behind in this contest with a young QB facing his first elite defense on the highway. So this is one, if I'm going to get involved, it'll be in-game, not pre-game, when it comes to betting Wisconsin and Michigan.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.